They might be like, you know, up and comers. I'm not saying.
Yeah, I gotcha. I've heard a lot about this this Neo guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've heard he's pretty good.
I feel like it will soften the emotional blow for us watching. You know, like it'll help us out.
All right, can't wait to see what Virtus.pro has to offer on Train. First time seeing them on this map.
Exactly right, Rose. You've got it. You've adopted the right mindset to watch this game. Mousesports are going to be on the T side and Virtus.pro on the CT side. See what happens. Eagle being picked up, even a P250 there on Warps, and that's a long-range headshot. That's exactly the reason why you do that. You want to beat that USP. Deco, on the other hand, a little bit closer with the Glock and actually running dangerously close here. A lot of bullets and a lot of damage being dished out. There's a running headshot. Snacks will get one. Mihu with another one taking down Chris. Deco coming back in strong. A big triple for him. And now it's a 1 versus 1. He's looking for the headshot. Wants it on Bialy. Is he even going to try and go for the bomb plant? Maybe not. Waiting, and Bialy dodging and diving in and out of that scope, or in and out of the crosshair. Very scary indeed. Picked up the bomb. Could try and go for it. 50 seconds now.
Taking his time. Going for the plant. This is actually, I mean, going for the fake plant. This is actually buying Bialy a lot of time to change up his angle. So Stico should expect this when he gets off the bomb. He hasn't seen any more presence, and actually, this view from Bialy is not ideal. He has no idea where Stico has gone. It restricts his vision of so much of this train yard, and this is going to be a tough one-on-one to win.
Yeah, no Kid currently picked up, no smoke to force him out. Already been spotted. Stico's holding all the cards right now. Bialy has maybe one chance to draw him out. There's the jump. Jumping back around and playing hide and seek, and it's on Bialy's clock right now. Oh my god, he can't find him. And he's going to get the headshot in the end. What a great quad kill for Stico. Running down the clock. That's just so annoying, isn't it?
It really is. That's so frustrating to have to play against. Just constantly being a half-second late, turning around the corner, and Stico outplays all of Virtus.pro, essentially. Those kills on the bomb train. Surely you expect him to go down more often than not in that scenario, but does it perfectly.
Seemed like a deep grenade there from Chris. Does it land all the way over in the connector? Where does it go? Yeah, it does. It lands actually on the B side of connector. That's a really quick smoke for this purpose. To get down fast onto the B bomb side. Nice setup. Not everybody plans for the second round here. Like, some people just kind of roll with it, but that was Mousesports clearly saying, I think we can do this.
Yeah, we have an idea of where we want to go. Well, the Deagles haven't done too much damage yet at these range, haven't connected, and Virtus.pro sticking around. They want to get some kills. You got to be careful. You have no chance of winning this round. You might as well just back away and save those weapons. It's exactly what they've done now. Pasha's the only one sticking around, just trying to get a gun away, but it's not going to happen. Mousesports have a exit route established via Chris J out towards the showers above ladder. It's going to be a second round for them.
Did you know you could jump on those little shower handles?
I did not.
I don't think it makes any difference at all, but you can. So, now you know.
Cool.
I was briefly and irrationally excited when I discovered that.
This is just ridiculous. Like, how Neo needs to get that kill, certainly.
Yeah.
And he's just giggling. Oh, that's cruel.
I like it, though. Just enjoying themselves. There's the same smoke again. Same kind of a setup. And I hope we get to see the smoke on the CT side, because it does land on the CT side of, or in the B side of C connector. Pasha could have had a chance there, but not able to connect. And now they're down on the low ground. Nice grenade, nice headshot. Bialy at least doing some damage now.
Snack still waiting for his moment to pop up, and I don't know, he's not going to get one. Chris J is firmly here. Ali and Mihu forced away. There's another kill for Oscar, and Snack still has not moved. And at this point, yeah, why would you? This is armor that you can upgrade for free on both of these players, well, not for free, but for cheap, to add head armor to it. So, able to get some extra nades with that saved $650. Gotta be careful they don't take any damage to the bomb explosion, though. It's a small detail, but actually could be pretty integral to the fourth round.
See some early rounds here for Mousesports looking good. Now 3-0 Virtus.pro can buy. Just the one AWP?
Just the one AWP.
No.
2.
There we go. Right. I was wondering because obviously he doesn't have any armor and they don't have head armor on 2 other players. So yeah, the UMP, the MAC-10, and the Galil are suddenly a bit more dangerous in light of that. Hopefully that won't be a problem, but sometimes it will be. Running down the MAC-10 so close to Ivy already. They've lost an enormous amount of control Virtus.pro without really seeing anybody, and that's a big problem. There's the MAC-10 besting Mihu, one of the few guys who actually had head armor. Snax is going to get one in return at least, but still 4-on-4 in a scary round right now for Virtus.pro. Nice push through from Bialy, but he's not going to be able to pick up the following kill.
Yeah, but even with all this map control, even with all this pressure, Mousesports never got the bomb planted. They never really even got to the bomb site, and so Neo's able to rotate a position and do some damage. A dink on Astiko as well, and Pasha still boosted up. Snax approaching the bomb trade now as well. Gonna try and stop the plant. Rops, what a shot into another one-on-one. The young player, Snax gonna start pushing on the red train. He's gotta find Ebox, and Rops is out in the open. Snax isn't prepared for that fight. 4-0.
Really, really close round. One-on-one at the end. You're right, they did take a little bit of time getting the bomb plant down. It almost got stopped as well. I mean, that second to last kill was really close. But they make it work. So, 4-0. Virtus.pro. A couple of HE grenades there, a couple of upgraded pistols. That is it in terms of firepower. Remember, I mean, the first game in this best of 2 was 16-1 in favor of Mousesports. Gotta assume Virtus.pro could do a little bit better here on train. That's a nice headshot. The Bialy following up now, make it a double with the Deagle. Bomb being dropped behind so they can go and push. That's so smart from Chris. Little detail, but instead of taking the bomb with him and getting it lost somewhere strange, he just drops it behind E-Box. Now Pasha's gonna be sneaking on in. Does get spotted. Does a bit of damage, but can't get Oscar killed. So 5-0.
Pasha's gonna be, he's obviously stressed. I don't know if you saw after map 1, Andrews, he had his head in his hands, just obviously pretty broken up by the 16-1 loss. So coming into this, he's had a couple of rounds where he's just gotten straight up deleted off the map. That round, obviously, the missed shots. He's gonna be feeling like he's not accomplishing a whole lot. So we'll see if he can bounce back after a tough first map and a tough start to map 2.
Oscar, I'm playing that main position with the AWP. Interesting scope. For some reason, we couldn't see the outline of the scope there when he was zoomed in. What was that like in 1.0 or something, or even was it earlier where there was no like black outline around the scope with the AWP?
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
It was really early on.
Yeah.
If they brought that back, my God, the AWP would be good.
It'd just be unreal, wouldn't it?
Well, early fight has been won by Virtus.pro, and that is good news. Down at Ivy, they managed to pick it up, and Snax will go down in return, unfortunately, for Virtus.pro. They need to pull this round together. They need to start building something in this game.
Who's next up, though? He's got that angle. He's going to find one. Oh, he didn't commit to the fight. It was awkward. He didn't peek all the way out, which is a bit brutal. He's going to get found out by Bialy. Opts to lead the way. Oscar with him with the AWP, and it's Sunny. He's going to be on his own towards Ivy, so there's 2 options in Mousesports. Either they allow Sunny as the lurker at Ivy to initiate the action and try and pull probably Pasha away from the inner bomb site, or they allow Sunny to just be a straight-up lurker and Oscar and Rops do all the attention getting. I think they'd be better if Sunny was more aggressive outside. Here comes Rops through the smoke. Mihu's going to back off into connector. It's just Bialy out in the open. Off angle, though. He hasn't gotten the kills. Just now he finds Oscar low HP and a second. It's all down to Sunny. 1 kill. All damage is valuable here. All the kills are huge, and actually running out of time. He's got to try and get 1 more and stay alive, and he misses the flick after the time as well. No bonus money for Sunny. Down at $800.
You could sort of see the idea. There was definitely a plan there, but it didn't really work out at the end. So 5-1, the big win for Virtus.pro, especially the economic damage that happens when you don't sort of die before the timer and still lose the rifle. That does hurt a little bit. Gonna put Mousesports on a bit of notice here. Double AWP back in the hands of Virtus.pro. Didn't really work out the last time because they kind of got rushed down in that A yard. This time it looks like a more regular round, and if they push around the corner down at Ivy where they kind of are set up with an aggressive situation, then they're going to know almost everything they need to know here on the VP side.
Up top. Opportunity to take Rops out of the fight. I think Rops is going to swing out that wide. Neo, Molotov down. He does get flashed back, and actually they're going to push. They want to wrap around him. Pasha, he's not exposed. He's found a way behind a train, but there's only a matter of time before they get him. There's the peek from one side. Good frag from Neo, and when do they come through the smoke? They need to eliminate Neo. They need to eliminate Pasha. They need to do it quick. They can't actually get the bomb planted. Good spam, and there goes Pasha. That's when they pounce, and Bialy's forced away into the smoke and on top of the train. Sunny holds them all back.
So deep once the action starts. Pushing down that far against Pasha meant he had one chance basically with the AWP and just didn't get the shot. Sunny will get one, so the retake might be on after all. Bialy going to be getting a good kill in there. Snacks now in a 1 versus 2. He's going to get Oscar, but can he find the last one? The bomb is almost going to explode anyway, so this is just about damage. There's the shot coming through, but there is no time. He's going to have to back off, so a lot of damage, and saving the AWP is all good news, but for Mousesports, they're still going to be celebrating another round 6-1 in their favor.
I mean, that's the benefit of actually pushing forward down all those lanes and actually establishing a presence there, is even if you end up losing the fights, it's still the fact that Virtus.pro has to spend time clearing out every position all the way to the bomb train. It just eats so much time off the clock. So difficult to be able to get all those kills and defuse the bomb. And for Virtus.pro, yeah, saving the op is nice, but there's nothing to celebrate here. CT side train, you need more than one round at this juncture. Snacks has the opening. There's a gap in that smoke. It's kind of thrown on the fly. That's what'll happen every once in a while. And Oscar's been successful finding these picks, and he's going to do it again.
Good read. Taking down Bialy. Is he trying to shoot the gun underneath the train or something? Yeah,
I mean, he knows they shouldn't have a very strong buy considering the round score, so he's trying to make sure they can't salvage that AK-47. So you shoot it somewhere, you know, that you can't pick it up in.
Good return for Stiko, and he's not really slowing down. Wants to push in behind it. Neo almost taking him down. C-set 75 is still very powerful, and hiding more of the guns.
They're all clever.
Yeah.
He's in ladder room. That's going to be tough to deal with in the middle round. Stiko has 2 flashbangs to work with, but will he expect it? I don't think so. Comes the crawl down, and yeah, an easy kill. Mihu upgrades to the AK-47. Chris J now at the bomb site. Oscar's got to run the gauntlet, though. Oscar's got to get all the way there. He's got Snacks at one angle. He's got Mihu in ladder room at the other. So Chris J really needs to help him out. 27 seconds on the clock. There's the kill. Not the follow-up. Mihu's out in the open, though. Chris J should be able to get there, and just narrowly gets into the ladder room safety for Mihu, and it's a 1-on-2. Chris J, 15 seconds.
Yeah, the time is what's going to kill this. I mean, he had to just run. There was no other choice. Mihu with a great triple. Another round for Virtus.pro. 6-2. They save the AWP.
I mean, that's so... Just that little sidestep for Mihu to get him back in the ladder room right when Chris J turns the corner. That's beautiful. That's glorious. I mean, it's a little bit lucky on the timing of it, but that would have been the last possible opportunity to win that round for Mousesports as the time started dwindling. So... Short pause. Things seem fixed, and now we can start going live. Mousesports up 6-2 in Virtus.pro. They've finally taken the rifles and the guns away from Mousesports. It's just CZs and P250s.
Yeah, that's good news. A Polish team, they don't really have that much money themselves, so given what they're up against, they need to come up with 4 rifles or more alive here to start to build some sort of economy. There's a nice start. Chris J inside of the fire is going to be going down. Stiko finding one, and the shadow showing there for Snacks. He's quick on the trigger. It will be Oscar and Sunny left. So again, just saving the rifles really is the #1 priority right now for Virtus.pro.
Build up money. You need to go on a run down the stretch here, and you need all the economy that you possibly can. They know exactly where Oscar is. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be an easy kill. Virtus.pro Good start to trying to make a comeback. Got 3.
Yeah, it's something to work with.
3 of 4 that they have. It's not bad. AWP is going to be back in Pasha's hands, and Snacks, I mean, he could go for it, and he does. Risky, he has no armor, he's no nades. And it's against just Glock, so that lack of armor could come back to haunt him.
See, or crouching down to not get, or some of them, to not just get spammed through, which you can do. Might be a good time for Neo. Running through the fire as Pasha's waiting on the other side, and they just get completely obliterated. Stiko will be dropped, and Rops with no chance to put the bomb down either. Good defense. Nobody goes down for VP. 6-4. But now another test is going to come their way. AKs are going to be all around here for Mousesports now. I wonder if they're going to try and get a bit quick out into that A yard again. They know they're playing against 2 AWPs, I think, so
yeah.
Sometimes if you're quick, you can make that happen.
They have the information. We'll see what they do with it. Actually, it does seem a little bit faster. Stiko and Rops already down ladder room. That might just be to deny the presence, but look at this aggression towards Ivy. Mihu and Oscar, this is a huge engagement. Very early on, pop flash out, and yeah, there's Oscar completely blinded, and Mihu still struggles with it, but does find the kill in the end. And Bialy wants to push up close. But Pasha thins the herd one more time. It's a 5-on-3. Looking good for Virtus Pro all of a sudden.
Yeah. It's really changed in their favor all of a sudden, and Pasha, I think, found that kill on Chris in main. 5 versus 3. It shouldn't be winnable here. Mousesports slightly slowing down a little bit later on into this half. Good flashbang to set up the kill on Pasha. Didn't really do much of anything. Now 4-on-3. Still 50 seconds on the clock, and they're kind of spread out. I mean, they're playing in groups of 2 right now, Virtus Pro. 2A, 2B. Maybe if they get one good entry here, that might make the difference. Neo's been on point with the Molotov, saving them until the right time. And again, with 34 seconds, that's really, really annoying if you're Mousesports hoping to get down. Now you're going to have very little time left. And the grenade right on the ramp. That does so much damage. Oh. And another one to follow it up. That completely decimates the Mousesports lineup. They do get in, and unbelievably almost a couple of kills to follow it up. But Robs, surely there's no way. 12 seconds here. Hasn't put the bomb down yet, and can't cross back into the site. Another round for our Polish friends. 6-5. And starting to really make it happen here on the CT side, a bit more.
Yeah, starting to build into this one. It's Bialy and Snacks leading the way, 13 and 10 kills. Mihu's not far behind at 9. But the ops are working out. Just had a couple kills with his. Down at 3 after a tough start. I think it was 0-5 at one point. Sports not able to find the response quite yet, and again, aggression towards Ivy. Mihu is going to work this. It's going to be Oscar again here. This time he's going to build on it with Chris J. I think I heard a Mousesports fan out there. Or I mean, a Virtus Pro fan.
Yeah, they're out there. Good shutdown. When they played that Ivy that aggressively for, it's been quite a few rounds. It almost forces Mousesports to deal with it, no matter what their plan is.
Yes, I mean, at the very least, even if you don't necessarily deal with it, you're always going to have eyes on it, right? So it's kind of, maybe you just decide not to go there, but you set one player far, far back just to watch it for 40 seconds. So you kind of take a player out of the equation in other portions of the map, other portions of the attack. Sunny and Rop's going to try and just get a bomb play. There's the jump, trying to be some big. And Pasha's going to finish off Rop's. We're all tied up. 6-6, Virtus Pro successfully made the comeback. It was 5-0 at one point. It was 6-1. And now it's been 5 in a row for Virtus Pro.
That's a really fine job at the moment. They can't stop here. They lost that first map. Quite a brutal fashion. If they want to bring it back and start to make it a bit more serious, then now is the time to step it up and just close this one out. If they can win it 9-6, then we've got a really good game on our hands all of a sudden. You can see double presence here for Mousesports down towards Ivy. Want to make sure that no one's sneaking in. Instead, it looks like we might have a little bit of pressure at least on Team Main. Hiding in the corner. Sunny's been waiting for a while now.
miHu has no one to distract him as well. Ooh, he's going to slide out right into it. Great kill from Sunny. On point. Down to 10 HP, but you can see he was prepared for something. And that's an awkward fight from Stigo. He couldn't really decide if he wanted to go up or down. Either way, he did plenty of damage, and Ralphs is able to finish him off. Ivy is now open. The defense has kind of shrunk towards the bomb train and towards Connector. They do not have a lot of information. They do not have a lot of control around this. And Snacks, that timing is not in his favor. He's brought down towards 15 HP. Pasha inside the bomb site misses a shot. He's got to go back for more, but they both fall. That's the ops gone, and it's just Neo.
And they find him quick as well. Oscar takes him down. Another round for Mousesports. Moses, I hope I never get to see ladder action like that ever again.
I hope I never have the privilege of seeing such a disgusting display.
Just absolutely grinding all over that ladder. It's not a stripper pole, for God's sakes. It's happening here. 13th round, and got a 7-6 scoreline favoring Mousesports slightly. Virtus Pro, can they stabilize once again? There's Pasha getting a kill on Stiko. Is the top fragger, I think, for Mousesports, so that's a good sign. Something's gone in the right direction. A very common setup this time. Virtus Pro backing off a bit from the Ivy aggression and just holding a more normal setup here.
Mousesports gonna rotate back around, and actually just that one kill. They don't really want to mess around too much more. So they give up all their presence elsewhere. All four players gonna head inside. They have to actually speed this up, right? Like when you kind of do this and you are no longer applying pressure towards Ivy, you no longer have presence in team main, you have to hit the center bomb site quick, because you can see Pasha's already on the
spotted into main a couple of times, so they know that something is up. Neo playing a bit further back. That Molotov gonna buy a little bit of time for him. 35 seconds. Mousesports, if they win this round, that would be devastating to Virtus Pro. 4 versus 5, and there's a good kill. Dropping the bomb. Chris is gone as well, and Oscar's gonna fall next. No chance at all. Not even doing, I think, yeah, a little bit of damage onto Pasha, and that's it. Tying it up at 7-7. And Virtus Pros, yeah, I think sending a bit of a message here saying, listen, we may have been struggling a bit, we can still play this game.
Yeah, we do still know how, as you know, as evidence to the contrary. Yeah, 7-7, all tied up. Good round from Pasha there. The double ops, despite the fact that just the previous round Mousesports won, these ops have been doing very good work for Virtus Pro. This time, Mousesports is much more aggressive. They get outside very quick. Oscar exposed if anyone's going to try and work towards ladder, and Bialy's pushing up. He sees the shoulder of one to the left. Back away slowly. Oscar still playing at Olaf, and the aggression towards Ivy is pretty secure. Snacks has the AWP, miHu is in a corner, but that's 2 bodies they're dedicating very far away from the rest of the map. So actually, maybe it doesn't matter, because Pasha and Neo are pushing inside as well. Bialy's gonna see first contact, but he can't do it. Dinks Chris, but can't finish it off. Good damage done though across the board to Mousesports, and that ladder flank is coming in ever so slowly.
Yeah, you gotta hope it won't be too slow either. Snacks and miHu doing a really, really good job, and miHu picking up Sunny as well, dropping the bomb. So now it's all worked out perfectly. Oscar now in a 1 versus 4. As soon as he fires this gun, they're going to be all over him. Managed to hide a little corner right here, but shooting him in the back already, no chance at all. Snacks will take him down. 8-7 in favor of Virtus Pro in the first half is quite a lot better than it looked like it was going to be. So, I don't know, an open game still, I would say.
Absolutely. Absolutely is. Virtus Pro making a big comeback, and you never know when they're just going to go off, but they're going to need, switching over to the T side, they're going to need someone to kind of put on a display like we saw earlier when we saw miHu get, the 30-some kills. Yeah. We saw Bialy go up towards, the mid to high 20 frag department. Right
now, obviously, a lot of pride on the line. I feel like for Virtus Pro, you sort of I feel like whenever we see the camera shots of their faces right now, they're just not looking very happy, especially if they like Pasha. It's just hard to watch, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I mean, I walked by a couple of them between the maps, and it was, usually they give you like the big smile, the big grin, very, very, you know, gentle giant, you know, snacks especially.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's none of that going on, you know, this time. Maybe I said something, I don't know.
Well, yeah, a team that's been in a little bit of turbulence for a while. I imagine that does wear on you after a while.
It's been a long time for them, and that is so draining as a unit. 8-7, second half fist round underway. Utility on Neo. Utility on Mihu as well.
See how this is going to play out. There's a smoke with a diffuse kit on Chris as well. They win this round, Mousesports. They secure themselves the lead, and that would be good news. There's Stika with an excellent kill, but great return from Pasha, shutting him down. And now continuing to push through onto Ivy. All the way through, actually, trying to see if they can wrap around and find anyone who's looking the wrong way. There's Sunny taking down Snacks. And Oscar to follow it up. Pasha's gone now. Mihu and Neo, 2 versus 4. They're down on the ground, so they can at least get the bomb plant here. But how can they hold it on? This is going to be an after plant in a 2-on-4. Not easy.
Virtus.pro is trying to split this inner bomb site from outside. That is so difficult to make work. Even when you have AK-47s with Glocks, it almost feels like insanity. No armor on these 2 players. Get on Chris J, and the smoke is down as well. And now they have plenty of people covering them. Nade is out. 1 tap from Rops. The kit can be recovered, though. They know exactly where Mihu is. He's out and about. Good shots onto Rops, and there goes Oscar from behind. And the kit is not picked up, but it doesn't matter. He has plenty of time. He's been on it for a number of seconds already. The kit is not... Yes, it is.
Dude just barely pick it up. That's really, really scary. I mean, that was getting uncomfortably close.
Yeah.
Normally we see that kind of play happen with the Molotov, but this time an AG did it on Chris, so I suppose that's a nice variation. Big win. 8-8, the scoreline. Mousesports are going to be feeling great at the moment. Of course, Virtus.pro can buy in the next round, so this time they're just going to skip all of that. It should be at least an 8-9 scoreline, and then the big test is going to come for Mousesports and their CT side here, which, honestly, if Mousesports start to make money and they can have Chris and Oscar both opening, that'd be hard to stop.
Yeah, it really would. You'd hope that there was some plan. I mean, you'd hope that Virtus.pro is organized enough. We've seen sometimes it looks a little bit sketchy in terms of what they have going into maps, but they have such a good knowledge of this one, they should be able to figure it out. Towards the inner bomb site they go, though Mihu and Pasha outside. They're going to be the first ones to create some noise, and it might not work if they die too quickly, as they all do. And actually, there's the action towards inner. No bomb planted quite yet, and Snacks is going to kill himself.
Cratering right onto the ground.
It's a second crater we've seen, isn't it? We saw that one on Inferno?
Yeah, we did. It was always funny. Just the shins shattering on impact. Just nothing left. Moses.
Yeah, that was good.
Don't wanna ever try and do that. I've had too many.
You've had some knee issues over the years.
Yeah, I am starting to fall apart. It's a bit early, I feel like, you know. I always thought it was going to be like, you know, 50, 60.
50, 60. Well, you know, shit happens, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just...
AK's all out for Virtus.pro. The op is in Oscar's hands. That's going to be towards the inner bomb site, holding an angle, gathering information. He's got Rops to back him up as well. The M4 keeps him spacing. Sunny takes some nade damage. Looks like Virtus.pro is already lined up with an idea of what they want to do, although Pasha could just be watching for a push out towards Ivy. Nice frag from Mihu towards the inner bomb site. That's the op, that's Oscar. So he just peeks out, pre-fires the corner, and is rewarded.
Stiko goes down. A little bit of aggression there. 4 versus 3 still. Virtus.pro in command of this round so far. Mousesports look like they're tempted to try and follow up that aggression with even more aggression down at Ivy. They don't see anybody at all in T-spawn, so that's a big giveaway that something's going to be up. And in fact, they're rotating already. Quick to make the call, Mousesports. This could really save the round for them. Now they've got 2 on B, and a flank is coming in. If they can just survive down here with even 1 player, that would be interesting. Sunny's going to try and get close with the UMP. That makes sense. Robs is here, getting a kill on Neo. Quick already. 28 seconds, and that UMP doing a bit of work, getting the 1 kill in. Is it enough now? The flag, the flag's actually turned into a bit of a reconnection through C connector, so a little bit different than I thought. Thought maybe Chris was going to try and walk all the way around, and Robs is now gone. Chris in a 1 versus 2.
And he's got to just push forward. He does have a kit. He does have a smoke as well, but he needs to take care of the 1 player behind him. And I think he just barely missed vision of me, who taps the bomb, but Snacks peeks before he's ready. 9-9 as Virtus.pro tie it up, but they do not grab the AWP.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
I'm so confused by Chris not continuing to flank. Like, he must have walked around and then into team main and just decided, all right. He
might have wanted to go meet up with Rops, who had the AWP, and then obviously it looks silly when he goes down and he dies, right? Like, then you're just like, well, the flank should have came in.
Yeah.
That's what I would assume was this kind of the thought process, but you never know.
Good old hindsight.
Captain Hindsight.
That should be my nickname. I like that. Captain Hindsight. It's not bad at all, is it?
See the South Park episode about Hindsight, Captain Hindsight.
I don't even remember that.
You're not very cultured, Anders. There's Rops with the deagle. He's not going to be able to stop the flood of Polish players. Oscar has rotated over. He might be able to do it. Headshot on Mihu. Going to go for more. Sunny swings out wide. Has the information. We can't find a kill. Oscar now dodging the flashbangs. They haven't committed yet, but there's just so many nades thrown in one direction. And actually, Virtus.pro's all rotating back. Chris has an idea. It's coming, but he hasn't committed. And Pasha going to be in a great position to stop him. Although Chris, great reactions. And actually, on top of the bomb train, Bialy, bomb does not get planted. It's down, and Chris has saved the round. And that is a massive blunder. So much faith that Pasha was going to be able to hold him off. And Virtus.pro gets punished. That round will leave you scratching your head.
Oh, man. We talked about Pasha not feeling too good about this whole game, but when you die in that C connector and it causes just the absolute landslide.
Yeah, but that's not even, I mean, the round itself is not Pasha's fault. When Pasha goes down, it's a 3-on-3, right? It's still salvageable. If Bialy's not planning that in view of connector, right? Like, why don't you just plan a default? You have control of everything else. There was no point to plan it there.
Yeah, that's very, very upsetting, obviously. 10-9 the scoreline. Stiko somehow getting run down there. It was Mihu coming around the corner hot with a pistol. Chris not feeling too confident about taking that fight. In fact, he's going to try and wrap around. Does hear the footsteps. Mihu doing even more work. That P250 ringing true at the moment. Sunny going to take 2 down in return, though. And Oscar missing a shot for once. Well, just the once.
It's only gonna, you only get given that gift of life one time. Snacks with the plants. Some really good shots by Mihu. He's been very convincing that round.
Yeah, he made a strong case. And Snacks actually, he just has a Glock, so I think he's just going to try and wrap around and get a some sort of weapon picked up.
Not even a kill. He's just going to go to the bomb train. And
makes absolutely perfect sense.
Although we did see Mousesports pretty focused on denying those weapons over their opponents, so we'll see if maybe they cleaned it out and they've done it again.
Wow, just a UMP for his efforts.
Poor guy.
That is actually heartbreaking. Where have all the weapons gone? All been recycled. Upcycled.
Upcycled? Oh, this is so brutal. Why is he playing there? It's painful.
Got to give it to Chris, though. Those are some really soft, sweet shots coming out with the M4A1 again. We keep seeing that weapon returning now. I don't know what's made people use that again now. I'm not sure.
The ninja factor.
Yeah, trying to be cool.
Maybe there's a new skin out that people like. Let's see what Rops can do here. He's not even going to commit that much to any presence, and Rops, as the smoke clears, he's hoping to take advantage of someone getting cheeky through the smoke, but it doesn't happen, and he just backs away. Chris J on the edge of the smoke. We saw him earlier get a double kill with an SMG in this exact position. The double drop coming in. People have a hard time handling that with an M4, but Chris seemed to do fine with just the SMG. He's going to get another opportunity. Neo, Mihu, above ladder. Smoke's being thrown over as we speak. Sunny's at an off angle as well. Ooh, that smoke is quite nice from Chris. That is going to block them off from going in ladder room, and that's huge. That will really disrupt the timing of this attack.
Especially because they already put in the smoke grenades out here, so they sort of have to commit to it. Nice, close to the smoke there. Sunny picking up one kill, trying to see if he can get back into safety. And Chris actually going to lose the fight against Mihu anyway, but it doesn't matter because Sunny's doing so much work. And now Mihu all alone, 1 versus 3, 30 seconds. Bomb not currently in his possession, and he's going to go down to Oscar. Another round for Mousesports here, getting dangerously close. It's a lot more of a close game this time, but it feels like Virtus.pro, they're lacking a little bit behind, and their economy can't keep surviving this these losses.
No, it really can't. The full losing bonus isn't built up. They got reset. They've only won 1 round this half. It was the 3rd round, and from there it's been all Mousesports, but without plants, that losing bonus needs to get much, much deeper. It's only at 3 rounds right now. So 3 players at 2,500-ish. They have 2 players who can buy. And the question is, do they have enough faith to go down to give Mousesports a good opportunity to get to 13? That's the big thing. Can they come up with a plan during this timeout that says, all right, we'll save 1, we'll execute that when we have all the weapons we could need? Or do they feel like they need to force here to keep things relatively close?
Let's just find out. Definitely more effort put into this game, or the second map here on Virtus.pro side. They were looking very defeated on Nuke. Even at the end, just not much energy left in them, but they're fighting really hard to make this one work. Snax has picked up an AWP. Can he get the early peek? Not finding anything yet. I thought maybe he was going to try and run into main. It looked like he had the spawn for it, but it's just with the rest of the team looking to see if anyone was pushing aggressive over at brown holes, and nobody has.
Didn't you say on Cobble that you'd never really seen a team just do like the one-op buy-up with upgraded pistols around it? I've seen it twice today, I feel like.
No, the double AWP buy-up.
The double AWP.
Yeah,
okay.
The hero AWP I think we've seen before, but just not the double hero AWP.
That's too much?
That is a lot of investment, you know.
Well, a lot of faith being put in Snax at the very least.
Maybe if they boost him, they can catch Oscar. He's kind of playing close to a spot where you could get picked off.
This is strange. This is going to be tough for Snax to find a pick. I guess what they're going to rely on is the pistols getting into the bomb site, eliminating ROPS, forcing Oscar to move, and having Snax just kind of try and pick off the rotators, the support that's coming in with that AWP, get him down in the lower ramp, because if he drops down there, he's not going to be in an advantaged fight. If he goes upper as well, there's too many angles. So with the flash, he's going to try and grab one. And there it is. There's the good opening. Flash Oscar off the position, but ROPS is still here. He's spinning, and he's still alive, dropping down. Pasha can't do it. He eventually does fall, but ROPS has held onto this site long enough. Both players locked inside the bomb site. The Molotov's going to start raining in. The nade's going to start raining in. And Sunny looking to eliminate them as they evacuate the premises. Snax in a 1-on-2, and he's got 3 kills. He's going for the ace.
Yeah, this really would live up to the name of the hero AWP if he can pick it up. Already there on it, trying to see if he could do it. He's going to get Chris J kill at least, and now Sunny in a little bit of trouble here. No kit currently picked up, and inside of the smoke waiting, jumping down. Oh my god. There's the kill coming through for Sunny, and there should be enough time for the defuse as well. Such an incredible effort put into that round for Snax. Quad kill, almost saving Virtus.pro, but not quite. Defuse happens, AWP saved.
Yeah, I mean, you do make that buy worth it, though. That's the thing. With the plant, with 4 kills, you've eliminated a lot of the economy that Mousesports had built up. That was huge. At this juncture in the game, if Virtus.pro wants to come back and win this and overtake Mousesports at some point, they're going to need to reset them sometime in this half. So keeping the money low just helps them, that ability. And the plant obviously helps them get an AWP back on Pasha's hands in this round. So
Smihu really got 23 kills, I think.
Snax has 20.
How can that be when they're so far behind?
I don't know. No one on Mousesports is up towards that either. So, yeah, the individual performance is looking like they're on Virtus.pro's side, but the scoreline says Mousesports.
Yeah, that's interesting. Doesn't happen all the time. Chris goes down to Pasha. Big opening here. Stiko now just holding it, jiggle peeking away, and going to try and put up the smoke there. Going to try and challenge it, and even with the pre-fire, Bialy hits the headshot. Now Sunny is in an enormous amount of trouble. So many angles for him to stay alive at, and he's not going to do anything apart from pulling out the grenade and going down. Oscar looking for a way back into the round, but this is looking like a Virtus Pro round. That was nicely done.
Yeah, that was awkward. I mean, first over at Ivy, just the smoke timing is missed. When that smoke goes down at the end of it, it's obvious Bialy's going to be able to get in front. Nice play from Virtus Pro. The opening pick and then keep the pressure on. It's a shame. I think Virtus Pro is probably feeling that they don't have a lot more money on this T side. They would love to chase down this AWP. They would love to chase down Rops with the M4. Without the funding themselves to really justify it. So there it is, VP, their first win in 4 rounds.
Yeah, anything that you can take away from the CT side right now could bring you a step closer to maybe winning the game.
I'd like to see Mousesports take a timeout here and figure out their money situation down the stretch. They have a really awkward round to deal with this kind of economy. It's all over the place.
Quite enjoying the fireworks when the bomb goes up. Yeah, I like fireworks, Moses.
More than the flames.
Maybe,
just
I don't know.
Straight fire.
Fire is always good as well. Oscar going to be going down. Stiko next in line. A very aggressive round coming out here for the Polish side, and it appears to be working. Nothing is saved here for Mousesports, getting shut down as Virtus Pro pick up round number 11 for themselves.
Virtus Pro's back in the game, and the crowd's back in the arena. Something to finally cheer about. A lot of Virtus Pro guys out here.
Yeah, more people have started to show up here. I used to make my own fireworks, Moses.
And you have all your fingers still?
Yeah, we had some accidents.
Well.
But no fingers were lost.
That's good.
Other things did get destroyed in the process, but it's how you learn.
Yeah. 13-11 for Mousesports. 3 players for them sitting over 5,000. The other 2 in the 3,000 range. So you can justify a buy there, I think. I think I would buy in this scenario if I was the in-game leader.
Yeah, I mean, they have the players to make this kind of thing work, right?
Yeah, Oscar with the op, they are going to go for the purchase. Sonny's going to have the M4, so will Chris J. So will Rops with no nades, and Sticko's going to go down to the CZ75 just to be able to get the extra utility. They've only got 1 kit at the moment, make that 2.
So there's a sizable bank on the Virtus Pro side, so even if they win this round, Mousesports, they're not quite out of the woods yet. It'd have to be a real struggle to close out this game, even if they are up 11-13. They still need to put a little bit more pressure on here, so suddenly we have a really interesting game on our hands here on Train. It wasn't looking like it. It felt to me like Mousesports were about to completely eclipse Virtus Pro, but now I'm not so sure anymore. Deep grenade raining in towards the C connector. And that actually keeps right now 4 people on the A bomb site, and Rob's completely alone, which usually is not a problem, but the fact that he has got no grenades means this is not an easy bomb site to try and hold. Let's see what he can do now. Oscar's just shown up. Rob's with a lot of damage. He even got that headshot of the second player, but the bomb is still going to be going down. Nice hit here for Virtus Pro.
Yeah, but actually Oscar missed a shot. He missed his chance. Mihu now, he's actually going to wrap around Stiko. He's got to be careful. Oscar and Chris J coming in. He turns over. They're both there. Nitro out for Chris. And Mihu with a double kill. Stiko's got to go back to deal with that. And he's not going to be able to handle it. Mihu has shown up in a big way down the stretch for Virtus Pro.
What an absolute madman. Short-circuiting that retake entirely before it even got started. Sunny now, no chance, just has to try and save the M4. That will be round number 12. Virtus Pro really making it work. That is going to hurt Mousesports a lot. And their own economy is off the charts. Are they really going to save both the AWPs? It seems like they will. That's interesting. Double up on T side.
We'll see. It's going to... I mean, they've had success finding some picks. They've had success with whatever they wanted to run in these past few rounds, in these past 3 rounds. So, yeah, this will slow it down, but You imagine, especially with pistols, Mousesports is going to give Virtus Pro plenty of opportunities to get some of those kills. Chris J pushing up. Pasha's here. Yep, as you can see, trying to be aggressive, and he's going to get two. Pasha as well, starting to get a little bit louder.
Yeah, and so I think very much needed at the moment. Don't want any of the players right now in Virtus Pro to feel like they're not pulling their weight or they're not really sort of feeling the game. Pasha definitely looked like earlier that he wasn't really having a good time at all, but starting to step it up a bit. And just Oscar and Rob's left. In fact, the Molotov doing a lot of damage to Oscar. Finding an escape on the ladder for a minute. Looks like he wants to keep going. Rob's, that's a nice headshot. But more are coming, and he almost gets Pasha, in fact. Still, with 45 seconds, Oscar's going to be sneaking down. Does get one. Drops the bomb hunter as well. That was a bit dangerous, but he managed to settle it down. If he'd got the third kill in there, the other guy would have been quite far away, so it could have been a little bit scary.
Yeah, Bialy was at the A bomb site, which is an absolute nightmare. Mihu is pushing 30 kills again. He's at 29. Snack's not far behind at 23. All tied up in round 27.
Yeah, my God, what a comeback here for Virtus Pro. This is actually just pretty impressive, and we didn't really dare to hope for it, Moses, but they've definitely proven that there's something working here on Train.
I think it's more like the resilience that's so impressive. There's a couple times they could have folded in this game, and
yeah,
it's really cool to see, especially considering coming out of a 16-1 on Nuke into this. Bialy's using Pasha's help to move all the way down Ivy. He's going to meet Oscar.
Double orb on either team right now, so a lot of sniping going on, but ducking right onto the crosshair. Normally don't see Oscar miss any shots, but that one he did, and that's going to create a big opening. Now the pressure is on. The rest of the defense now has to be very close to that C connector, otherwise they might just get run down. Trying to push up a little bit and expand that circle around the bomb site. Chris missing a shot. It's getting scary now. Turning around there, Sunny there, Stico, and a couple of grenade returns. How does that even happen? Now a 2-on-2, close range with a pistol, and the round's going to be won. Virtus Pro picking up number 14, and that's 30 kills as well for Mihu.
Live by the up, die by the up for Mousesports. Some critical shots missed by both Oscar and Chris J down the stretch. They looked good with those weapons throughout this event, but they failed them there. And actually, Virtus Pro all of a sudden has arrived. Looking to split these games. Mihu going to lead the way out. He's been great, and he's going to continue that. Kill onto Sunny. Oscar pushing up, and a TK from Papa.
Listen, Oscar was sneaking in with the deagle anyway. I think Pasha did him a favor there. He was obviously going to be dead, so just give him an honorable death. Just explode him with a grenade.
Well, we're opposite the inner bomb site. Chris J has rotated over, and Stico as well. And they only have one AK-47 salvaged on Chris, and Deagle and CZ otherwise, so they want to stack a bomb site and say this is the only chance they've got. Scary thing for Virtus Pro is they might walk right into it. Snacks with the bomb is here. Nade's being thrown out. I think they're just going to fall back down the ladder. Pasha and Bialy are waiting in T-main, so yeah, this is just a fake. It's a ruse, and it's doing its job. It's keeping Mousesports frozen at B. Meanwhile, they're going to have a pretty easy pathway all the way to the A bomb site. Snacks passing off the bomb to Neo, allowing him to kneel the bomb and plant it while Snacks watches the flank.
Yeah, another good call coming out in the mid-round for Virtus Pro. Love to see that kind of a way to win. I mean, obviously winning with just getting the pure kills is good news, I suppose, but sometimes getting good calls in really, really helps out a lot. Robson Stico now hoping to steal a rifle. Will be 15 rounds here for Virtus Pro, no doubt about that. What a shock. Wasn't sure if they had it in them, but this has been interesting.
I mean, this has been 6 in a row, so it was 13-9. 1 point. It's crazy to think about. Brilliant recovery from Virtus Pro. They needed this after that kind of a loss. A comeback can really rejuvenate a team. This is so early going. The event, all things considered.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, but Mousesports is one of the teams that you could expect to play later on. Yes. Very good chance that Mousesports make it all the way, maybe even all the way to the grand final. And so if you're Virtus Pro, you're thinking, well, this is the team that we really have to prove ourselves against. He's not bad at all right now. One round away from taking the map. 15-13. It was a pretty good buy, actually, coming out, all things considered, for Mousesports. So it will be a real test here once again. Turned around for the flashbang as Chris is set up. Going to be a grenade coming out, and they just can't react in time. Good job on Pasha.
I mean, he's just looking to take the quickest shot he possibly can down Ivy when you peek like that with the flashbang, especially once you hear the op ring out. And it's really simple when he turns the corner, ready to take a fight, to have just someone so close up for you. Put up on a silver platter. It's going to put a lot of pressure on Rops, as now Oscar has to kind of cheat his way outside towards CT spawn, just so we can watch the back side of the trains. Kill from Sunny. Box, they now know where he is, and Snack's going to take out Chris, and all of a sudden this defense is dwindling, and another kill for Snacks with the AWP. Oscar has to go huge. He's had some big misses in this game so far, and he gets another one right at the end. The gun has stopped working for him. It has betrayed him, and it is all down to Rops. And Virtus Pro recover.
Great stuff here for the Polish team. That is going to feel really good. They were not happy earlier.